ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross and Bob Carlett ringside. Coming to you live here in the Clash of Champions 3, the Fall Brawl. It's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Games Master Kevin Sullivan, Bob. And this one could be just as apt to end up in the nickel seats as it is to end up right here in the middle of the ring.
No doubt. Whenever you got Kevin Sullivan around, you can expect anything to happen. The guy, you've heard it said that some people's elevators don't go to the top floor. This guy doesn't even have an elevator. That's the kind of man Kevin Sullivan is.
Sullivan caught Rhodes in the clothesline. The Big Dust didn't go down. The elbow. Outside goes Sullivan. And Big Dust, the Sullivan corner, is right on top of him. They're here at the table.
Right there, you heard us.
You can hear the thud of Sullivan's skull. Very hard trying to get in the act. Sullivan ran into hard by Rhodes.
Boy, the crowd goes wild, and Jim, we couldn't even get out of the way. Rhodes slammed into the table the other desk, not once but 4 or 5 times, and then right into Gary Hart.
Sullivan's got some metal object there that they, I'm sure that they
I wasn't doing nothing when I was a cop.
well, tell somebody else the problem.
Let the nation know what he is.
Yeah, well,
he's nothing but a vicious dog. I was doing nothing. Let the nation know about it.
Yeah, he's never done. What a choir boy he is, huh?
That was Gary Hart, fans. You heard him. He said he wanted the nation to know that he wasn't doing anything. Oh, that guy, you know, he's just as true as a driven snow.
Well, he got nailed because what he was thinking then. And we know those were evil thoughts. Big Dust says, 292-pounder from Allen, Texas, the son of a plumber, originally from Austin. 3 times heavyweight champion of the world, and he's one of the few men, one of the very, very few men that can say that he has ever beat Ric Flair.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, with some scores to settle. And Jim, I think one of them probably is for Jimmy Garvin.
Kevin Sullivan waiting the action of the board of directors. What kind of action are they going to take? Of course, we'll keep everybody updated on that right here on the Superstation. But right now, Sullivan is involved in a real dog fight.
Start talking about dog fights. What about dog collar matches?
Well, I'll tell you what, we do know that there has been a big challenge issued. Rhodes has accepted the dog collar match. It is coming up once the negotiations finally get worked out. The bionic elbow, Tommy Young trying to go between, and Sullivan with a karate thrust right to the throat of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
He went rolling all the way across the ring. Sullivan, when you talk about what kind of an individual he is and the mind he's got, let's don't forget that he's what a competitor he is. The guy goes all out 100% completely, and he'll fight you tooth and nail right to the bitter end.
The Boston Battler, Kevin Sullivan, great 4-sport athlete in high school. The last man to enter in 4 sports in interscholastic athletics in the state of Massachusetts. So we know he's a great athlete. But look at this. Hart's got his shoe off. Putting Rhodes trying to drive that shoe right in the Rhodes' heart. The point of the shoe right into the heart of Dusty Rhodes.
And as everybody saw, he wasn't doing a thing right there, Jim.
Yeah, he's as innocent as he can be. Innocent as Al Capone and Charles Manson.
You know, whenever you got a Gary Hart, a Jim Cornette, a Rip Morgan, the third man outside of the ring, you're always at a real disadvantage. And Hart, who is a real master, he knows what it's all about. He's been around a long time. And Gary Hart never ties on to a loser. Nothing but winners in his corner.
Sullivan with a reverse chinlock on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We know the challenge is there. Both men will have a dog collar strapped tightly around their neck, joined by a long chain. And there, Sullivan's got a piece of metal with his right hand. He's shoving to the throat. That's the spike. That's that spike that we have seen him use before.
Gary Hart passed it in to Sullivan from outside of the ring. Sullivan had it right to the throat of Dusty Rhodes, and then he managed to pass it back over again to Gary Hart. The referee never saw any of it, Jim.
Kevin Sullivan, the man responsible for hospitalizing Jimmy Garvin, for no doubt shortening Garvin's career, because it's hard to think if Garvin can ever come back at 100%. Lord knows we hope that he does. But Sullivan responsible for the hospitalization and all the heartbreak that Precious has endured during the summer. And right here, Gary Hart, who we know, he has said it on this great superstation that since 1974 he has wanted to injure Dusty Rhodes to the point that he cannot wrestle again. That's a sadistic individual right there.
That's been the one goal that Gary Hart has had in mind for a long, long time. The thing that he's aimed for. Get rid of Dusty Rhodes. Put him out of wrestling for once and all.
Dusty Rhodes, he was raised with no silver spoon in his mouth. He grew up fighting. He went south of the border on that one. And now we may float like a large butterfly and sting like a real big old bee.
Up on his toes with those left-hand jabs. Big, hard right hand.
292 pounds, and he is double tough. Sullivan, a thumb right to the eye of the American dream. Both these men have high thresholds of pain.
Sullivan again had that spike in his hand.
Now he's got the spike.
Yes, sir. The dream has got it.
Rhodes just buried the spike to the top of Sullivan's head. He's there for the pin, and Hart drags Rhodes outside. Hart rakes the eyes, temporarily blinding the American dream. Hart wants Sullivan to come out and help him.
He wants some help now.
Here comes Al Perez.
From behind. Watch out. Perez with a chain.
Perez, that's a chain they're going to use in a dog collar match. It's getting nasty right here. Perez, Sullivan, double teaming the American dream. Working him over with a chain that the dog collar's attached to.
Rhodes is helpless on the mat. Perez, Sullivan, both stomping, kicking away at him. And Sullivan is beating and whipping him with a big chain.
The big Texan's got to reach down here. Rhodes, their heads tight together. Rhodes has got hard pants. Tommy Young's going to count it. Yes, sir. The American dream lives on. Big Dust got his Duke raised, and we'll be right back with more live action after this timeout.
American dream. He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. He's just a common man, working hard for the man. Hey, he's American dream. Hey, he's American dream. He's just a common man,